Hello everyone, welcome back to that Cyber Guy. So I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. So today we are going to talk about a very interesting subject. So have you ever wondered how hackers find hidden pages on your website? So today I'm going to show you how ethical hackers use DirBuster in Kali Linux to discover secret directories and files. So don't worry, what we are going to use today, this is very important. You cannot scan any website that you do not have permission to. So you can either use Metax Portable or DVWA website. Go back to our previous videos where like this is designed to for testing because you probably gonna need a place to practice if you're learning. Or I'm using this website right here. As you can see, the owner of the website give the permission if you wanna test it because there's no real data. Because you can be in a very big trouble if you try to scan any one website without permission. Because what's gonna happen? They are going to log your IP address on the server, and there's a big chance they might find you. So it's very important. If you want to learn, you can use DVWA or this one. All right, let's go ahead and just get started right here. So, TIR Buster is a multi-threaded directory boost force tool included in Kali Linux. So it is used to discover directories and files that aren't linked anywhere on your website. So you can think of it as a digital treasure map. So it guesses possible folders name until it finds something interesting. So to launch it, you go to your applications, all right, and then you actually search for DIR Buster, and there it is, and you open it. There we go. So it is now open. As you can see here, so they give you a where you can put your URL, and then we are going to go to this. First of all, we are going to put our target URL. Let me go ahead and just copy it. And then if you're using DVWA, you can just do the same as well. You can just put the DVWA domain name. And then from here, you see that, for the thread, this is very important. If you want to go faster, you can just check this. You know, if you want to go slower, you can just, this is, all, if you want, whatever you preferred. And then we are going to leave this to auto so you can check for adding and get requests. Now, the second option is, select the scanning type. So this is gonna be like a brute force. It's almost like on a Windows machine. You see that you have folders. You have like inside your folders you have your own documents. This is basically how documents they are listed into a website. We are going to discuss that later on how to secure it in the next video. But let's just go ahead and just get started right here. We are going to do a list-based brute force. So Kali Linux came with brute force like dictionary files. So what we are going to do to find them, we have to go to browse, and then let's go to the root, and we are going to go to users, and let's go to share, and there should be a word list folder. Inside the word list folder, if you've been following our channel, you're gonna see, let's see, word lists. They have a bunch of word lists. For example, if you wanna do a brute force on a login page, you can kind of use it. Let's see, we need W. Okay, word list. Until you see, you probably familiar with worku like txt. This is like has a bunch of password. So now let's just go to DirBuster. All right, we have a bunch of options right here. We have 1.0.txt, you have a medium, you have all kind of thing that you can actually test. Or I'm going to just start with something simple like this one and then click on select. I added here. Now you have multiple options. You can do brute force into the directory. You can do recursive. You can just do URL force. You can brute force files, etc. And for the extension, because the website that we are just testing, I know that it's test PHP, probably it's built with PHP. There's a big chance. So from here, you can just actually change this. You can just say, TXT, where it's gonna scan only for text file. For example, if you're a developer, you actually save your secrets, on your server for some reason, and you're not using like a key management. So they're probably gonna find it, and you can just search for zip file, etc., or HTML. So in my case, I'm going to just leave it as default PHP. And then let's see here, and we can just create and just click on start. And as it's finding, file, you're gonna see, this is gonna take, time to finish, about 6 minutes. So you're gonna see like, yeah, if you can actually see, the files that, that is the scanning, the error message, sometimes you can even tell, the code, like 200, if it's okay, 403, etc. So you have a bunch of information right here that you can just start seeing. Yeah, let's see, extension, that PHP. That these are all folders. There's a folder called Ajax. Yeah, there's a folder called image. These are like the folder that is inside the server that people already just like the ethical hacker can actually see what's going on right here. And then let's just try to pause it to see. Then unpause. Let's just unpause it and let it go. This is gonna take a long time. As you can see, the time to finish is 1 day. So we don't really want that. We just want to see if there's gonna be anything interesting. All right. And then once the scan is complete, if we find anything useful, we're gonna let you know. But I don't think we will be like watching this video for 17 more hours. So what we can do into that matter, you can actually we can just stop it. All right. And once we stop, we can go to the reports. And then for the report right here, what we can actually do, you can just have multiple formats. And unfortunately, they don't have HTML. I love HTML, like where they can just show you what's going on. We have to browse, and I'm going to put it to the desktop. Okay, desktop. You have to just select that directory right here. All right, and then we can generate. All right, and then we can just minimize it. Let me minimize it to see. You should be able to see like file name, and if you were to go to the to the to the file, let's see the desktop. There it is. This is DirBuster. Yeah, DIR, what it stands for already, directory. And then yeah, this is what the attacker can just or whoever can start just testing. As you can see, we have all these folders, login-php. So this is this one is like needed. We expect that, because when you go to a website, this probably or login.php many times index, and the index.php, this is where the home page logging, this is where you log in, etc. But the other files, they are they are very like suspicious. What we are going to do, I don't want to keep that video very long. In our next video, what we are going to do, we are going to show okay, if you are the owner of this website, how can you just go ahead and just mitigate this risk. Now, if you found this video useful, Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, to help this channel to grow. We are providing a lot of valuable information because the purpose of that cyber guys is to create a revolution into the cyber field, because I was very tired of people charging others a lot of money just to learn information that are available for free.